Alright, welcome to this episode of my playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The last couple episodes have been basically dedicated to getting all of the enhanced Ursine gear, including armor and weapons, as you can see Geralt is equipped with. Though maybe you can only half see it because of this picture-in-picture. And winning all of the horse races in Skellige. So we've done all that, and let's see what we want to do next. And let's take a look-see here. So, outside of Free Spirit, which is just something I don't really feel like doing right now, there's Practicum in Advanced Alchemy and Shock Therapy, both of which are things that I stumbled across, but I don't really know what's going on. Level 24. Master Armorers get blacksmith's tools from Undvik. So this is Fergus in Crow's Perch back in Velen. Well, I'll just read the recap here, and this might be a good thing to do while I'm here, before I head back to Crow's Perch for Ugly Baby. Witchers live to kill monsters, and so they place great importance on the weapons and armor they use. Bodily harm is all too common in this profession, so whenever the chance arises to acquire better work clothing, the thinking Witcher pounces on it like a cat on a plump mouse. Such a mouse skittered in front of Geralt's eyes at one point in the form of the dwarf Fergus, an armorer of great renown. The craftsman promised to forge top-notch equipment for our hero, but first he needed the appropriate tools. Geralt thus set out in search of them. So, we asked if he could craft an amazing set of armor, and he kind of scoffed. And then his human partner, who was a Skelliger, said, "No, you can do it, but we need the right tools, and they're in Skellige. So while we're here, we might as well grab those tools for them." I just want to check everything else here. I suppose I could do Fists of Fury Novigrad as well at some point. And Deadly Plot is also something I want to do. Yeah, there's actually quite a few of these that were too high of a level when I got them, and now are seem very doable. So yeah, so let's do that one. Get the blacksmith tools from Undvik.
Bit tired, huh?
So let's head to the signpost here.
The favor Lady branded for our son.
And let's see, where on Undvik? Oh, in the Clan Tordarrock Forge. Ahaha. So, when we were hunting the giant, we started at Marlin Coast. We came up here. We found the archer dude, forget his name, in the caves over here. Then we came over here to Uskar, went through the caves here, got the Clan Tordarrock Forge, came this way where we encountered Hjalmar, and then up over here to where we found Viggy and the giant. So let's head to Clan Tordarrock Forge. So somewhere around here should be some blacksmith's tools. And these chests, which were glowing yellow, are now saying, "Nope, can't open me." So the question is, where in this yellow circle is the... Oh, Ice Troll. This is not a way that I've been.
Must be that legendary forge. Need to look around for tools.
Don't know how I completely missed this cave when I was here looking for Hjalmar. White Wolf Hide, Monster Blood, Monster Brain, Lesser Zoria Runestone, and Elemental Essence. Do you think they could be in the red chest? High quality smithing tools and Dythven.
Blacksmithing tools, but ornamented. Gotta be the ones Yoana mentioned.
Alright, well, let's... I'm not going to bring the tools to Fergus, because I have a feeling when I go to Crow's Perch, then it's just going to kick off Ugly Baby, and I don't want to do that right now. So let's, oh, wrong menu. Let's now see what we want to do. Let's do the Witcher contract. In the heart of the woods. Talk to Sven about the contract on the Woodland Spirit. It's a level 22 hunt. And it appears to be near Fayrlund.
What are ye looking at?
I just got here. Now this one, when I chose it, there's no description. It just says no entry. So I have no idea what this is all about.
See your bad papers on the continent.
It's the work of the Spirit! Be warned! We've offended him, Sven. The Woodland Spirit seeks revenge. This here is him saying we've strayed from the old paths.
Offended him? The monster's killed 5 already. He doesn't give a rat's arse about paths or tracks or me or you. He's a ploughing beast from the ploughing forest.
Split his ribcage. A strong one, this spirit of yours.
That's so. And who might you be?
Geralt a Witcher, or I solve problems?
Geralt. I'm a witcher.
A killer for hire. What do you seek here?
Saw your notice.
What notice? This village is home to decent folk only. You won't find any work here.
Sure about that? Beast that did this, it's aggressive and incredibly strong. I can help you for a price.
I like this man. Ply your trade, Witcher. I believe we will agree terms.
Why is the spirit out for revenge is the dialogue option that puts us towards the conclusion. So I'm going to go with who is the Woodland Spirit and what did the other victims' bodies look like?
Who or what is this Woodland Spirit?
Tell you what, it's not any of your concern.
It's a common beast. Murders any man who ventures into its territory.
Exhaustive as descriptions go. What does this spirit look like? Anyone seen it for themselves?
No man alive has.
Great. Really helpful, all of you. Birds pecked apart his entrails. And here, tooth marks. A large dog, a wolf maybe. This the way it always kills?
Only cowards. True warriors. Men with the hearts of predators. The spirit grants them an honorable death.
Yeah, Geralt's absolutely right. They're being so descriptive.
You said the creature wants revenge. Why? For what?
Our forefathers hunted with spear and knife. This pleased the Woodland Spirit. He let us live in peace. We never knew hunger.
He killed back then too. He's always killed. How many lads died trying to become hunters? Now, since our hunters died in the war, the beast turned even more bloodthirsty.
We are uncreate. What others buy with gold, we buy with our lifeblood.
We are slaves to fear spread by blind fools like you. These woods are ours. High time we put an end to this beast.
I've heard enough. You've got a monster problem, that's clear. Just not sure you want it solved.
Oh, we do. Come see me. We'll figure us a fair price for the beast's head.
Our little talk while I looked over the corpse? Not nearly enough. Need to look around, figure out what I'm up against.
Be not rash, killer. It's not too late to bring back the old ways.
I'll decide what to do. But start collecting coin, just in case.
Examine the tracks in the wood using your Witcher senses and find out what's killing the villagers of Fayrlund. Alright.
Got a trail to follow. Wonder where it leads.
I remember way back when I was in Novigrad, I encountered some sort of tree beast. Like, if this was Lord of the Rings, I'd call it an Ent, but it's not Lord of the Rings, so... like a wood elemental.
Thin and deep cuts. Got him like a razor. Smashed bones. That takes strength. No point in trying to parry its blows. Sharpened its claws, or just marked off its territory. A Leshen. Male. Very old. Damn it. Probably marked one of the villagers.
Yeah, Leshen, that sounds about right as to what what it was. So my current objective is learn more about the Woodland Spirit by reading the Bestiary. Alright. What on earth would this be classified under? So not Cursed Ones, not Draconids. I would have thought it would have been under Elementa, but guess not. There we go, it's under Relics. We will never hunt these woods, never, even if it means the whole village starves. Mulliver, Ealdorman of Hoshburg in Lower Aedirn. Leshens dwell in dense primeval woods, fiercely territorial creatures they hunt with stealth and cunning as their only companions. They use their inborn magic to control the plants and animals within their territory, and so when stalking them, half the battle is merely getting near enough to strike. Leshens old enough to earn the appellation Ancient wield advanced skills and tactics that make them particularly dangerous. Alright, and it looks like they are vulnerable against Dimitrium Bomb, Relict Oil, and Igni. Makes sense that a tree spirit would be weak to fire. Well, I've not really ever used any of these oils, but it seems like a good opportunity to do that. I need relic oil in order to craft the enhanced relic oil, and I don't have... Or maybe I do, it's sorted alphabetically, so there we go. I need mistletoe in order to get relic oil. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen mistletoe. It's still telling me to read the entry, so... There we go, Woodland Spirit. So I guess this is... It added a separate one from the standard Leshen. Some monsters are so powerful, local populaces begin worshipping them as gods. Such was the case with the Leshen dwelling in the woods near the Skellige village of Fayrlund. The elders were absolutely convinced the monster watched over them by defending them from their enemies and training their hunters. The Witcher had his doubts, however. Leshens are mean, self-serving creatures, and the ancient one living in the woods near Fayrlund was surely no exception. Geralt knew freeing the villagers from their supposed protector's grasp would be no easy task, if he decided to even try. The Leshen known as the Woodland Spirit was so powerful as to have mastered the art of marking. This meant the monster had inserted his essence into one of the residents of Fayrlund. As long as this unfortunate soul remained alive and near the settlement, the Leshen would always be reborn near its lair. Yet, even with the Marked One eliminated, killing the Leshen would be no easy task. The monster commanded the obedience of the denizens of the wood, and could thus call on wolves, ravens, or even the trees themselves for help. Luckily, it had a weakness as well. It was vulnerable to fire, that born of the Igni sign in particular. Talk to Harald about the Leshen, or talk to Sven about the Leshen. Alright, let's head back and talk to them.
Didn't have many friends, did he?
Folk aren't willing to look at this kind of death today. But in the past, I remember. I was just a lad. Lugos Hairlip led a raid on our village. Found nothing but silence and fog. I could barely make out my pa and my uncles lying in wait behind the trees. I remember how they hunted down one warrior after another, and once they surrounded Hairlip himself, well, I believe he'd rather have faced the Woodland Spirit.
Your spirit is a very old Leshen. He's dangerous, but I should be able to deal with him.
Rid us of him, yet he's what made us invincible. Turned us into great warriors.
Love the bear in the background there.
Maybe I wasn't clear. The Woodland Spirit is a monster. Cut with the sword, he'll bleed and die. Like you, like me.
He's much more. Thanks to him, the woods teem with game, and our women bear strong babes. The power of the Woodland Spirit makes us the best hunters in the Isles. True, not every lad who sets out to be a hunter survives the sacred ritual, but aren't witchers made at similar cost?
Back by the tree, you said you know another way to stop the Leshen.
We must return to the old path, restore the old ways, roam the woods with knife and spear, fight on even terms and prove our valor. That would please him. Our ancestors placed the Covenant Stone in the woods, laid sacrifices of prized game on it, and thus made a pact, do as they did. Go south along the brook, submit to the trial by burning a sacrifice of wolves' hearts on the sacred spot.
I'll try it your way. Better to just kill the Leshen, or I don't know yet. I want to talk to Sven too, to see.
Haven't decided what to do yet.
Try to kill the Woodland Spirit, and you'll bring his wrath upon us all.
Gotta give this some thought. So long.
Hair's great.
Stand on the
You're
sleeve,
no
bigger.
druid.
You're not scrubbing hard enough.
And let's talk to Sven about the Leshen.
You all dressed up for me, Hildy.
Maybe for you. Maybe for another. Come over later. I might be home.
Friends we show heart. Foe.
Went to look at the tracks in the woods. Spirit sure knows how to make an impression on intruders.
Told you, he likes killing.
Almost certain we're dealing with an old Leshen.
An ordinary beast then, just as I said.
Not so ordinary, or yes, an ordinary monster?
Not so ordinary. Monster like that's a serious threat to the village. And to me, if you decide to hire me.
Oh, don't you fret. We'll have the gold.
Just one small problem. The Leshen's marked one of you. As long as that individual lives near its domain, the beast can't be killed. Not completely. Sooner or later, it'll be reborn.
Must be one of the elders. Harald, I'm sure of it. You heard him.
Words aren't enough. Gotta find the mark my way.
Folk won't believe you. They'd never listen to an outsider accusing one of their own. But you find the marked one, and I'll handle the rest.
Gotta use my senses. Find the one marked by the Woodland Spirit.
Find the person marked by the Leshen by using your Witcher senses. Well, this is The Witcher after all, and things are rarely black and white. There's often a lot of gray area here.
Look! Look!
I suspect that this is probably going to be something along the lines of the Leshen probably actually is helping the village, but it's probably coming at a high cost, or the fact that it's helping is actually holding the village back or something like that. So I generally am not a fan of servitude and believe in independence and things like that, so I am going to suggest... I think I'm going to end up siding with Sven and getting rid of the Leshen. Especially since the bestiary entry said, in particular, that Leshen are selfish and mean. Well, my Witcher senses really seem to be bringing out the sound of those crows.
I shall name evil wherever I find it.
And nothing else. So...
Vagrant. Will Sven visit today? Of course he will. I've seen him.
The Leshen's chosen the girl. Damn it.
Talk to Sven about Hilda. Alright. I think that was the girl that Sven was interested in when I approached.
So, find out who's mates with the beast?
It's not intentional. The marked individual has no idea.
You don't know the elders like I do. Every last one of them codgers would surrender his mother to please the monster. And no point in mincing words. Said yourself, the monster's helper must die first.
You have to get rid of the Marked One, or you could exile the Marked One. I'm a big fan in no death unnecessarily, so I'm gonna encourage him to exile as opposed to kill.
No one needs to die. The Marked One should leave the village, that's enough. If they never return, the Leshen will never be reborn.
Did you hear what the Witcher said? We've but to banish the elders to have peace for all time.
This guy's already making me not like him. Even though I stand by my initial conclusion, he's not a likable guy.
It's not one of the elders.
Who then?
The woman you were talking to.
We must banish her. Said so yourself.
But she's one of us. For the good of the village, Sven. Drive her out. Make sure she knows she's not to return. Ever.
You won't go with her, Sven, or now I can kill the Leshen?
Not going with her? Funny. Thought you cared for her.
Tend to your own affairs and leave me to mine. I did what I had to do. Now it's your turn.
Alright. Destroy the Leshen's totems.
Well, my dad's off fighting the black one, but stand
Leshen's territory begins here. Need to destroy all the totems before I find the beast.
This is really, really pretty. Let's just take a moment to meditate. Want to go into this with full health. Alright, I've destroyed one apparently. And apparently the totems fight back. I do see the episode timer. I hope this one doesn't go too long. We'll see. Oh wow, look at all the ravens or whatever.
Not good.
Find the lesson by using your Witcher senses to follow the sounds it makes. I think I found it. I'm getting damaged by something, but I don't see what. Oh, hey, got a trophy. Woodland Spirit. Collect your trophy. So I got a PlayStation trophy and I get a Witcher trophy. Hardened timber, powdered monster tissue, fiber, leshen resin, ancient leshen mutagen, hardened leather, timber, and a leshen trophy. Collect my reward from Sven. Want to collect the loot from these wolves. And yes, I do want to wrap this up before I end the episode. Because I can't leave you hanging here, can I?
They're all the giants.
Hey! Hey! Look at this. Told you the Witcher had solved this.
What happened?
You rid us of the beast. We rid ourselves of its accomplices. Don't worry. Our agreement stands. I earned your coin, you did.
You're a murderer, or this is none of my business. This guy is not likable.
Nothing's changed. Leshen's gone, true, but a murderer still haunts the village.
Your work is done, Witcher. You've done your part, and I've done mine.
Think the village will go along with this?
Folk will calm down, realize the guilty needed to be punished. Do you hear? Fear will not rule my village. There will be no more killings. Go to your homes. And you, Witcher, on your way. No more monsters left around here.
I disagree. There is absolutely still a monster in this village.
You've no respect for us. Not you, nor that witch, Yennefer.
But, hey, I've got my coin, I've got my experience, I got my quest completed. So I'm going to call an end to the episode here. You know the drill. Click over there. Join me next time when we see what we want to do away from all this nastiness. See you then.
He's looking to get hard on us.